do you like about the Gilman?
I don't know, I ain't never been there. I like the outside. The outside's pretty sweet. They got stickers.
I love it in the sunshine. I love it when you walk my way. I love it when you cross my mind. I love it when you say my name. I love it in the sunshine. I love it when you say my name.
I really like the smaller venues. This place is all about community, and it's a supportive community, and people really look out for each other, and that's, I think, the best part about it. And there's not really any other place quite like it in the Bay Area, and there's very few places elsewhere like it. And I love it when new bands get on stage, and everybody is very supportive.
Blame, blame. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I've been living in the Bay for about 10 years now. Yeah, I moved here in 2016 with the sole intention of starting a band. Our first show ever was actually at Gilman, which is kind of crazy. Yeah, that was the first time we had ever played out in front of anybody. And we're like, oh my God, Gilman for real? I think we were like 3 out of 4 on the bill too. I had been to, I'd say like a handful of shows at Gilman before we played. So we kind of already had a sense of community there before we started playing there often, but definitely had checked it out multiple times.
This is my first time coming to Gilman. I'm excited. I listen to a lot of different stuff. I listen to a lot of reggae, country and folk music, blues, rap, everything, but not the music we're gonna see tonight so much, so that's kind of cool for me. I like exploring other genres.
It's the place that I've taken the most photos of all the venues. For me, it's a really special place. I probably have hundreds of thousands of photos from Gilman, and there are a bunch that stand out. Pictures of people on the couch here, which to me started out as a way for me to break out of my introverted shell and force myself to go talk to people who I didn't know. So I've got 600 photos like that, and to me it's kind of a celebration of that community.
You meet friends, you know, you develop relationships through that, and like community, you know, especially if it's like near where you live too. Like, it's important to have those kind of places.
Keep the curtain shut, don't let the light hit your skin. Cracked and hollowed out, hide away from the sun.
I would describe Gilman. It is a community space. It has such a rich and important history. I feel like especially in the Bay Area for the punk scene. And you kind of like feel that when you're there because there's like still like old like tags on the walls and like there's all these stickers and all this like history that you can literally just like see, which is like really cool when you go there. And yeah, just the whole vibe, like everybody knows each other, like the scene is always like so tight there. And that's something that is really nice about it. And like you kind of always feel welcomed and at home when you're there because you're like, oh, well, like I know most of the people who are like working here, like volunteering. Yeah, strong sense of camaraderie, I think is the word. Playing at Gilman after being into Green Day and being like very influenced by them definitely felt really like special because you're kind of like, whoa, like this is how they started out too, you know, and then like you're doing that as well. And like, you know, bands like touring bands coming through, everyone's like 924 Gilman, like Green Day, you know, everybody knows, you know, so like, yeah, Gilman does a really good job at like, they put like any bands on the bill. So it's like, if it's your first show, you can get on a bill. If it's your 100th show, you can get on a bill. I've seen them help so many young and up and coming and like new bands out. And same with like touring bands who like, you know, they're like looking for a show in the Bay and Gilman like always puts them on. They're definitely still there to help and like support bands no matter what kind of level they're at, which is something that's really nice.
You wanna twist my words around my throat. Everything's a joke since you broke my heart. Like glass on the floor, by your car, by the door. Cause you're dumb and you're weak, and you're scared of falling asleep. Scared of falling asleep.
What do you like about the Gilman?
So I've been to Gilman quite a few times. I really like it here. I think it's super cool. See a lot of cool bands, a lot of my favorite bands. I like that it's small. You get up close and personal with the artist. And it's just a cool vibe. I met a lot of my friends here.
What's your favorite Gilman experience you've ever had?
So my favorite Gilman experience here was when I saw Mom Jeans in October.
What?
I love Mom Jeans.
Oh
man.
my God.
Shout out Mom Jeans.
Shout out Mom Jeans.
Shout out Mom Jeans.